Kratom, a herb used in Asia for centuries to ease withdrawal symptoms, pain management, and other therapeutic uses, has been linked to over 90 overdose deaths. From July 2016 to December 2017, 152 people had the substance in their system, a postmortem found. However, the CDC states ruling out any other substances found in the same tests would be an oversight. The CDC also went on to say in the same time period, less than 1% of the 27,338 overdose deaths could be attributed to Kratom. It is due to the rising overdose deaths that this supplement has drawn attention in the past week. An estimated 3 to 5 million people use the supplement nationwide, with adult males being the majority of users. A study in February found 89% of the poisoning reports were from people that were approximately 20 years of age, and 71% of those were males. The study also went on to say of the 1,807 Kratom exposures from 2011 to 2017, 137 were in the teenage range and 48 were children under 12. To date, there is no FDA regulation for Kratom, even though the DEA has listed it a drug and chemical of concern. The DEA attempted to classify it as a Schedule I drug, which would have put it on the same level as heroin and LSD, but severe backlash forced the withdrawal of any proposal to that effect. Fuel rods from reactor number 3 are being lifted via remote-controlled equipment, a procedure that is expected to take 2 years to complete. The next phase will have crews removing remaining molten fuel from deep inside the reactor. Delays have been attributed to earthquake debris and other technical issues. In order to safely remove the more than 500 radioactive rods, they must be placed in container casks, which will then be lifted from the storage pool compartment and transported by lorry to another water pool for storage. Any cracks in the containers could release radioactive gases, or if the rods are exposed to air. To date, an estimated 50 people have returned after receiving the all-clear, but a major concern still remains for many of the former residents of the area who are not expected to return to their original homes. The disaster at the Fukushima plant forced the evacuation of more than 470,000 residents and people who worked in the area. British lawmakers are pressing to ensure Julian Assange faces justice in Sweden if Swedish prosecutors reopen the rape investigation, an investigation that came to a halt when Assange was given asylum in the Ecuadorian embassy. The main concern is that Assange may be able to sidestep the investigation from 2010 when he was accused by 2 women of rape and sexual misconduct, accusations the WikiLeaks founder says are unfounded, stating the sex was consensual. A letter, signed by over 70 British lawmakers, pressures Home Secretary Sajid Javid to do everything you can to champion action that will ensure Julian Assange can be extradited to Sweden in the event Sweden makes an extradition request. When Britain receives vying extradition requests, the decision of which request takes priority is up to the Home Secretary. Sajid must take into consideration not only which request came first, but which crime has the higher severity. While he faces a rape investigation in Sweden, in the United States, Assange faces conspiracy charges after leaking classified information, which Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn praised him for doing. Julian Assange can appeal extradition several times if the ruling is one he does not like, but even if the request goes through, it can take over a year before he will be sent to either Sweden or the United States. Invokana, a drug by Janssen Pharmaceuticals, was the center of a double-blind study to see if the drug manufactured to regulate blood sugar can slow or even prevent kidney disease. An estimated 13,000 people with type 2 diabetes were monitored around the world for 2.5 years, with groups either given Invokana or a placebo. After the trial period, those on the drug showed a 30% risk of kidney disease reduced. Kidney diseases in the study included kidney failure, the need for dialysis, and the need for a kidney transplant. Amputations of the toe, foot, or leg were similar with the drug and the placebo, and the main concern, inability to produce insulin due to taking Invokana, was more frequent, but still rare. As always, thank you for watching. If you like the content you've just seen, don't forget to hit that like button. We can continue the conversation in the comments section below. Any and all sources used for the video can be found in the description, as well as links to the blog and how to support the channel. As always, stay skeptical, never stop asking questions, and always look for the truth.